Ici, le crash est ici, là.
The crash site is in a remote mountain range in the Southern Alps.
Donc l'accès pour s'y rendre est difficult.
It's extremely difficult to access through treacherous terrain and at altitude. It would be too dangerous to attempt without an experienced mountaineer, so Maurice Gardoni has agreed to try to take us in on what will be an 8-hour journey by foot. We have to move through sections of dense undergrowth. It's pretty tough going at times. Overhead we saw police helicopters flying low over the high alpine pastures, heading towards a scene of utter horror.
L'impact a été très violent.
Maurice says the impact was very violent, that the body of the plane was pulverised. He says the emergency workers are now trying to recover the bodies so that they can be identified by the families. With the lights starting to fade, finally we reached the summit and the first sight of where the Germanwings flight came down.
Yeah, that's clearly debris.
We could see the bright yellow of life jackets scattered amongst the wreckage, what looks like part of the landing gear. Hundreds, thousands of tiny fragments, the last traces of the 150 lives that ended here.
We're at an altitude here of around 2,000 metres. Down there is the crash site. You can make out some of the individual pieces of debris and you can see the rescue teams working down there using helicopters because it is just the only way that they can access this area. It is so remote, it is so difficult for the search and rescue teams to get in here.
We watched them working here, flying back and forth in relay until darkness fell. This will be a long and extremely challenging operation, but they know that it's the only hope of finding the answers the families so desperately need. Katie Stallard, Sky News in the Southern Alps.